nailed it. Good morning, everybody. So I'm out here camping again, and I'm at a pretty cool spot. As you can see, the sun's just starting to come up. We've got a pond here. If I turn around this way, that right there, which is kind of hard to see on the camera this far away, that's the river. And then off into this park that direction, there's like 3 more ponds. So I have fished this a few times this year. I've always had some decent luck here, so that's why I came here, because the fishing has been pretty tough locally for me. But I haven't camped here in a long time, so I figured I'd come out here and stay a couple nights and see what I can do. I've got all day. The weather is actually supposed to be pretty nice. Last night it got down to like 39, but I've got a little electric heater in there. Oh, it's hard to do this right there. I didn't bring the propane one. The electrical one I can leave plugged in, and it's got a thermostat on it, so it actually keeps me warm when I want it to. I don't have to wake up and turn it on in the middle of the night. But I got a couple days. Like I said, last night it was 39. Today I think it's supposed to get into the 60s, or hit 60 at least. So the weather's just been crazy considering what I was fishing in like last weekend. So I'm gonna get some breakfast and coffee going because I need to wake up a bit. And then I'm gonna get out there and fish. I brought some GULP minnows with me. I've never used the GULP minnows before, so I figured I'd give them a shot. I wanted to get the 2-inch, but the only thing that I could find at our local Walmart was the 2.5 and the 3. But I think I should still have some luck with them here. So I'm gonna try those out. I mean, I've got the rest of my stuff with me. We'll see, but for now, I need to drink some coffee and eat some breakfast, so stay tuned. What's on the menu this morning? So today, we're gonna have breakfast hash. Has potatoes, shredded beef, green chilies, black beans, and corn. And I forgot my coffee cup, which sucks, but luckily this thing comes with 2 nesting cups inside of it, so at least I've got a cup for coffee this morning. Don't smoke, folks. Come to the realization that I smoke entirely too much. Ooh, that's going now. I smoke entirely too much, and it's bad for you. And a boat payment's half of what I'm paying for cigarettes every month. So for cigars, I smoke those little cigars. So it's really stupid. Don't do it. And if you are, quit and go buy a boat like I'm gonna do. So stay tuned for that, I guess. I'll be getting on the boat life here. Yeah, there's a lot of trains around here, folks. So, I didn't bring my spoon. Give it a shake. Alright. Let's get some more water in here. So we've got some coffee water. And our coffee water should be ready by the time this is ready. Oh, I'm gonna move this guy. Not spill it all over myself because that would hurt. Over there. So I can crawl in here and find my coffee. Stop looking at my ass. I saw you looking. Go pretty bougie around here with the Starbucks. I bring just 1 spoon with me. How big are these cups? Why does it say 10 ounces? What does this actually make? One of these little packets makes 8 ounces. Which I don't understand. Like, I don't know who drinks a cup of coffee that small. Who drinks an 8-ounce cup? I can't even talk because I don't have any coffee in me. Who drinks an 8-ounce cup of coffee in the morning? That just seems a little tiny to me, but hey, I guess. Get my sunglasses on. It's starting to get pretty sunny out here, and I don't know how this heater turned towards me. Turn that bitch up high. The sun's coming up just behind my head right there. Got the old camp rig. We've got stuff cooking. Looks like the only other person here right now is I don't even know where to see it on the camera. Can you even see it on the camera? Oh, right there. Lady in a camper pulled in last night. That's That's the only other people I see. The other side of this park's a little bit more popular. There's probably more people over there, but I don't know. We'll find out when I get to wandering around. Man, we've got some coffee. That should stay warm for a bit. I think I can get a couple cups out of that. Got our nice cup of coffee here. Ooh, yeah. Hot. I guess we need to see how these how this breakfast tastes. Taters, black beans. It looks really good. I mean, it's just a breakfast mush, basically. Let's see if I can get you guys down in there and show you what that looks like. Doesn't look bad. The one I had for supper last night was pretty good when I got here, and the one I had for breakfast last time I was out with Jeff was pretty good, but this one's got some different bit of smell to it. I don't know if I'm gonna be yeah, this camera angle's terrible. It's pretty good. And for what these things are, just add water, hot water, and let it sit. They're damn good. But I'm sure I've bored you guys enough with this part of it already. If you're still watching, I appreciate it, because there is some fishing coming up this morning. In fact, we're gonna fish all day, so I'm gonna finish my breakfast here, get my coffee in me, get my rods rigged up. I should be doing that right now, but I'm an idiot and I'm lazy when it always comes to that stuff, so I'll usually just throw what I've got tied on from the other day for a while, and then tie on what I actually want to throw. But I'm gonna get my coffee and everything shoved in me and get the camper closed up here and start wandering around the park and see if I can catch some fish, so stay tuned. Okay, made a walk over here. If you guys have been following the channel for a while, you might recognize this spot. I always have some decent luck at this pond here. Oh, got something. There we go. See, I told you folks. Nice largie here. First official cast in the new pond. The second pond, I hooked myself a nice little largie. That's not a bad fish at all, folks. He is cold though. That water temperature has definitely gotten cold. He was hanging out right over here on this lay down in the water, but just some beautiful fish. Nice fish. Okay, well, that is it's a good day, good way to start your day. There we got one. Ooh, it's a little crappie. Ha! Well, there we go, folks. Species number 2. It's kind of what I was expecting to catch with these guys. Not bass. I knew that I'd get some hits with bass, but I figured crappie and gills. That's a nice little guy. And he had the whole thing in his mouth, if you guys can tell. I did rip his lip, but don't worry, bud. I'm gonna let you go. You're not coming home with me today. You're a little too small for that, but he's got some good size to him. And for being the size he is, he's kind of thick. He's got, oh, I hope you guys can see that. Right there, he's got a tiny little black spot. I know that down south, I've seen some guys that fish down south that they get them that have a big black stripe on them, and I'd love to catch one. But that's the first one that has any black marking on him, I don't really know if you guys are gonna be able to see that, but who knows? Maybe there's actually some black nose in here. I'm gonna say I doubt it, but these guys are really cold. That water temperature is getting low, but we're gonna toss them back out there. I figured there'd be some hanging around this dock here. That was a really light strike, but 2 fish so far. Can't complain. Not that was a terrible cast. I casted right up on here. I'm not gonna be too picky today, given the way the weather has been. There we go. What do we got? What do we got? Fat gill. Well, awesome, guys. Species number 3. He's choked that thing for being so small. Yeah, these fish are cold. That water temperature is dropping a lot. Oh, don't take my minnow. There we go, guys. He's got some good color on him. Sun's in the right spot right now, I guess. But so 3 species. We've got a bass, a crappie, and now a gill. Let's get him back in the water. Shoop. Overall, the morning is turning out to be decent. He kind of tore my minnow up here. But we should get a couple more uses out of him. Yeah, he ripped his face off. So, the GULP minnows work. I figured there'd be some fish around this dock. They're not fighting very hard and they're not very aggressive. Oop, I think I got one on. Yep. Yep. Seems a little bit better. Oh, that's a bigger crappie. Look at that. Look at that. That's a decent sized one. Boat flip. Well, next cast. You guys can tell why I enjoy coming to this pond. Especially when the fishing is hard, because I always have luck here. And I always catch multi-species. That's a good fish. That is a good fish. All right, guys. Well, we managed to hook into a few species already so far this morning. We've got a bass, 2 crappies, and a bluegill so far. And this one's decent size. He's got some good color to him. Just using that little 2.5-inch GULP minnow on a 1/16 ounce white jig head, and it's working pretty good. I am fishing around this dock here, so I'm fishing around structure, which I'm sure is helping me out, but these fish are pretty cold. Man, he's got some really good color to him, and they're definitely fattening up for winter here. So I'm gonna get this guy released and get back to fishing. Whew, and he is off. It's awesome, guys. Let's keep going. That was a decent crappie. I'm pretty stoked on that one. I didn't expect anything super large to hit this stuff, like as far as bass go, but that crappie was pretty awesome. They're all just kind of hanging out up here. Just working it back in slow. Giving it a couple pops here and there. Reel down, jig it up, reel down, jig it up, and we're on. That's a decent fish. Oh, it came off. Damn, that was a good one. Bro. That was a good one. That was a good one. Crap. Might have forced him a little too much. That might have been a crappie and I ripped it out of his mouth. Probably what it was. Dang it. There we go. There we go, we're on. Come on. I think it's a crappie. Yep, it's another crappie. Oh yeah. That's a good one. should have brought my cooking stuff with me so I could have done a catch and cook out of the back of the truck, but I didn't bring a fillet knife, and I'm not about to try to fillet this guy with a pocket knife. There we go, guys. Bam! I hooked him right in the bottom of his lip, which is kind of odd, but get that out of his mouth. That's a good fish. There we go, guys. Fish number 5. Just after I lost one, I get this guy to hit. That's a decent sized crappie. I bet that's 10 inches. I should start bringing a measuring tape with me, but it's good fish. Let's get him back in the water, guys. Get a release. I don't want to release him right there because that's where I'm catching him at, so I'm going to drop him in over here. Let him go. I'm not close enough to the water to get really good releases on these guys, but bam. Awesome morning of fishing so far. And I've got a few fish on this one. He's getting really torn up, but yeah, I think I better just swap him out. Well, Gulp minnows are definitely working. This is the minnow, I think it's the smelt color. Yep, 2.5 inch. I bought the same color in both. There are a few different colors I think you can get, but this is really the most common one, at least at the Walmarts around here where I purchased it. Beautiful morning. Man, you can't ask for anything better than this. I am incredibly lucky to be able to be out doing this like I get to do, but so okay, well, let's get this guy back out there. They're all kind of hitting in basically the same area. I'm just running it right along the dock here. Dock, the fishing pier or whatever. Right along the edge of it. Oh, I just got tapped. Probably a gill. There we go. There we go. Is that another crappie? It's another crappie. Bam. That's how we roll. Get over here. Smaller than the last couple, but still a good fish nonetheless. Yeah, they're all kind of hanging out fairly low, right in the top of his mouth. Minnow still looks good. He's just a little guy, but still an awesome fish. We're gonna let him go on this side so I don't have to so I try not to spook all those fish off of there, off of where I'm catching them. Bam. All right, let's see if we can get ourselves another one. Little morning fishing session is going good so far. I'm happy to get into the crappies. Big fan of crappies, even if I'm not eating them. There we go. Come on. Come on, stay away from that tree. There we go. Come back over here. Another crappie. Bam. I am on the crappie this morning. Just had to move out from the spot where I was nailing him over there. Perfect hook set right in the roof of his mouth. And that thing got deep. I can't quite decide what those things smell like. I might actually need to get my little forceps out for this guy. Yeah, I think I'm going to. Shbam. I gotta get my instruments here. Try to get him off. Got some of these guys. There we go. Nope, nope. I understand, bro. Bam. Got it out. Got my thumb stuck in these things. That's the annoying part. So there we go. I don't even know, guys, what fish we're on. 6, 7, something like that. I've been catching quite a few crappie on that little 2.5 inch Gulp minnow, and they're thickening up for sure. for winter here. But yeah, awesome. I've only been out for 45 minutes and I've been nailing them. I could have had crappie lunch today, but I didn't bring any good cooking stuff with me. See what this minnow looks like here. Get myself all untangled. I think it'll be all right for another cast, another few. Oh no, he's torn up. He's done for. That's it. Dangly dangly. His angle's good on there, yeah. It's hard to see with the reflection on the water. It gets polarized glasses on. Crappie? It's a good one too. Yeah. Bam. On the slabs this morning. On the slabs this morning. If I'm not careful, I'm gonna lose my rod. Ooh. There we go, man. Just nailing them today. Nailing slabs on the GULP minnow. But man, I'm nailing these guys this morning. I could have limited it out here real quick, but we'll save that for ice fishing. Save some of these guys for ice. Ooh, he's ready to go. Let's keep fishing here. He was kind of farther out there. There's a guy over on the other fishing pier that's watching me. Probably like, damn it, I want to go over there. There we go. Here we go, I'm on. Is that a bass? That's a nice bass for this little... Look at that, homeboy. Let's not break the line. Boat flip. Bam, look at that, folks. There we go, ladies and gents. Nice largie, just corner hooked his mouth. You guys can see that. And he's been eating some craws, but or some crustaceans down there or something. Yeah, I kind of hooked him funny, but man, he nailed it. I sent it a little farther out there off the dock, and he got himself hooked good. There we go. There we go. Man. It's not a bad fish at all, guys, especially for a little 2.5-inch GULP minnow, and he's fat. He's got a belly on him. They're out here fattening up for winter, and I'm just nailing them. I am pretty stoked on that, guys. Man, the camera angle is terrible, but there we go. It's just been an awesome morning. So there we go, folks. I'll let him go over here. Man. Back into the water. You know what, guys? I'm actually gonna start walking around. I've caught how many fish here now off of this little fishing pier, and so I'm gonna go wander around. Maybe those guys that are over at that other one over there want to come over here, and I'll give them the opportunity if they so choose, because I am a nice guy. Sometimes get these guys sealed up. I'm gonna kind of hoof it around this way, and you can kind of access a little bit of that tree line. We'll see what happens. These guys wrapped up. I'd really rather not have that thing leak all up in my bag. All right, let's get a move on here. See what else we can get ourselves hooked into. Nailed a bunch of crappie, one gill, and we've managed to catch quite a few bass. Not quite a few bass, 2 good bass, which is awesome. And I dang tangled my shit up again. Fuck me. Why does it keep doing that to me? And of course I've got a fish on. A good fish. Another good bass. The thing just sank to the bottom and he nailed it, and I'm over here trying to... Oh! Trying to deal with the dude tangled up on my rod and it's flopping around. Sorry, bro. Sorry, broseph. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Bam. Well, that's like the third bass. Get my dang fluoro all tangled up and just let it sink down to the bottom. Dude nailed it. Ooh, he's ready to get back in the water. They're cold. They're cold. I can't really get too close here, guys, so I'm gonna have to, it's just a couple feet down there, but I'll get him out past that log so he doesn't hit the bottom when I throw him in. There we go. And he's off. Now I gotta deal with this stupid thing. My main line came off again. Of course, when that guy hit, I just had to reel him in. My shit's all tangled up. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I snagged this dude. He's sitting down there probably just all sorts of cold. He didn't even move when I snagged him. Huh, sorry, Bo. They're freezing. This guy is freezing. Homie. Sorry that I hooked you right in the side here. I was trying to bite my finger. There we go, got him off. Well, snagged a bass. I think that's the first time I've ever snagged a bass. He looks hungry. He's not moving out there, but bro, you need to go run around and actually eat some food. Like, you're supposed to be chewing on this guy or his real siblings, not sitting there freezing to death. Yeah, that was weird. He didn't even fight when I snagged him. All right. I'm gonna turn the camera off here and I'm gonna walk around to the other side of this pond, see what happens over there. Nice crappie, guys. Here we go. Made our way over to the other side. We were just over there. Made our way over here and ended up hooking into this guy. And I'm pretty far up here off the bank, so I gotta chuck him down there. But y'all keeping fish? Want a crappie? You guys keeping anything?
Well, if we catch something, we will.
Well, you want this one?
Sure.
I've been using just this 16th ounce jig head and GULP minnows, and I was over on that little pier over there and I probably caught 10 of them already this morning, so it's been working out pretty well. Oop. I always catch them over off of that one more than over here. Yeah. And then if you're daring, there's a tree that's laying down that you can get to from the back, and I can limit out over there in like 10-15 minutes on crappies. Yeah. So I've never had much luck off of this one.
So. What do they have to be, 10 inches?
There's no length limit on crappie here. It's just a limit of 15 to take home. So there you go. Get myself untangled here. It's been a good morning. Have you guys caught anything? No, not yet. Yeah, I don't know. That other pier over there is always a lot more productive for me than this one. Yeah, on this side of it. So there's quite a few snags over there, but if you can avoid the snags, you can catch crappie. I've caught a few that were quite a bit bigger than that already this morning. So
Yeah, that's a nice one.
it's not bad. Well, I'll let you get back to your fishing. I'm going to keep wandering around the lake here.
Okay.
Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Got my line all tangled up. Well, all right, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed the little fishing adventure today. Fishing and camping. As you can see, I'm just getting the fire going this evening, getting ready to cook up some dinner. I've had a couple rods sitting out here with some dip bait on for catfish, and I haven't had a hookup. I got one hit, but I didn't hook up. He slimed my line all up, so I know it was a kitty. But other than that, I think there's some carp out there that keep running into my line because it keeps getting tapped. But getting the fire roaring, and I'm gonna get some food in my belly and then hunker down in the, maybe I shouldn't say hunker down because that's old Steve Wallace's phrase. Is it Steve Wallace? Maybe I've got that wrong. Anyways, I'm gonna get some food in me, and then I've got a couple more movies that I can watch on the tablet in the camper tonight. I'm gonna do a little bit more fishing in the morning, so maybe you guys will see a video from that. But for now, that's it. I had an amazing day out here. Everything I caught was on those GULP minnows this morning, and they did awesome for me. It's the first time I've ever used those, and they worked great, so I'm definitely going to use some more of those guys. I think they might come in handy for ice fishing also. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the adventure today. I put out videos every 3 days, fishing, camping, general outdoor stuff. If you thought the video was cool, definitely give it a like. It helps me out a lot. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It's free. Why not, you know? So anyways, stay tuned for the next adventure. I'll see you in a bit.